Hey everyone, Blaq is back. Today we're going to discuss what was the sexual marketplace deregulation and how does that affect our current sexual marketplace. We'll be back. Hey everyone, Blaq is back. The Black Unicorn Red Pill Productions is back. I want to give thanks to everyone who watches this video. Please make sure to like, comment your thoughts, and subscribe if you like more content. We have lots of things to talk about, and let's get started with today's topic. So in our last video, we discussed the sexual marketplace history, the history of the social sexual marketplace, which can be a bit of a mouthful, so I redub it SSMP. And we did discuss what is the social sexual marketplace. That is the ranking, the environment through which mating between human males and females occurs. That does help to label, give us value in our social lives as to what our value is socially both between men and women and within the group of men and women. So now we have the deregulation of the sexual marketplace. What has happened? So we discussed, so on a legal standpoint, when women, the first wave of feminism happened, which made women no longer the property of their husbands or their fathers. Women were no longer seen as property, or less seen as property on paper. This meant that men had less responsibility for women, for protecting a woman's chastity and protecting her honor, making sure she got married, selecting her husband. And otherwise, the father had less reason to care. And so this is where you see marriage for love starting to appear, or emotional marriage, or marriage by a woman's standards and not by a man's. Marriage by the young girl's standards. You have girls, 13-year-old girls, 14-year-old girls deciding that they're gonna marry this guy because they love him, and not because their father said, this is the one you should marry. And there were quite a few states in the United States where girls could get married at young ages. And this is where the age of consent comes in too. If a girl was below the age of consent and she wanted to marry, her parents had to consent. She could not consent to sex. She could not consent to marriage. This is where these laws come in. The age of consent comes in. And so, as even women stopped being a property, the weakened statutory rape laws either weren't enforced or parents weren't even home paying attention. This is more moving forward in time. These statutory rape laws and child marriage laws are more of the early 1900s, 1800s, into the 1900s when it started happening, the first wave of feminism. As we get into the second wave of feminism, we start seeing latchkey children, which is parents just not being home because mom's working too now, single mother households, and who's teaching these daughters, who's paying attention, who's home to see who's having sex. And so now then you add in, again now feminism, adding in the social laws. So before, as we discussed in sexual marketplace history, there were social laws to protect chastity, to make women look bad. All of the names I'm gonna not say, for having sex, wanting sex, being loose. But now it's sexual freedom, I have sexual choice, I am liberty, I can do what I want. Third wave feminism, we're gonna go on slut walks, we're gonna walk around naked, or our bodies exposed, dress however we want, and it's okay because my value isn't determined by my sex and my body, and if not I show it, that's not okay. Which is madness. But this is designed to make women feel empowered to have sex for nothing, for free, for a date, for a little attention. It's perfectly fine. Now, yes, you can go have a one-night stand and men should still marry you, even if you've had 10, 15, 30, 40, 60, 80, 100, 200 partners. If you've had 200 partners, a real man won't even ask. And he should just not care, right? Because your value is not determined by who you have sex with and how many partners you've had. And so this is where this comes from, all right? To try to get women to lower their own value because biology hasn't changed. So instinct hasn't changed. This is why I'm saying that. Value is, some of these are social, but we'll get to that. So then that's the social conditioning. And then you have the laws of nature. So being sexually promiscuous is great until you get pregnant, right? And of course, STDs. So we've got condoms. Condom technology and their availability skyrockets during the second wave of feminism, which is the 1960s and 70s, mainly the 70s, right? And so their price goes down, their availability increases, ability to work, their functionality increases, they're much more effective at preventing birth and STDs from being transmitted. Then you have birth control, which now becomes incredibly available. Any girl can get birth control whenever she wants for any reason. You'll just give it to her. And so with those two, and then the last being abortion, Roe v. Wade, 1972. Now women have the right to abortion. And so no matter what, if women get pregnant, women can prevent pregnancy, you can prevent STDs, which are all of the natural things designed to keep us from being sexually promiscuous, men and women. So the real point is that within, and really it is feminism. It did discuss the history of feminism and why it was seen as necessary. So what do we do about this now? If you're a red pill woman or a red pill man who's watching this, and I appreciate you for coming, thank you, sir. But if you're red pill women, especially, what do we do about this? Now that you know this, how do you move forward? You understand the value of marriage. This protects everyone. It protects men and women, and it helps us maintain our value and our order in our society. It puts women back into being the property of their fathers, into the property of their husbands, which is good because it helps men who are logical thinkers protect us girls from making emotional decisions. So how do we do as red pill women? As red pill women, we have to see that marriage is what's important. We need men who are going to provide for us and protect us. And a man is not going to provide for and protect a woman who's not his property, right? You're not going to put a case on a cell phone unless it's yours. You see someone else's cell phone that has no case, you're not going to go out and take your money to go buy them a screen protector and a case and say, here, protect your phone. Because it could drop and it'll break. You decide if they don't want to protect their phone, who am I to tell them they need to protect it, right? Because you're thinking logically. You protect what's yours. And so as red pill women, we need to learn not to let any man talk you out of sex before marriage. You hold sex for marriage because sex is for your husband, because sex is about submission, which is for your husband, and sex produces babies, which is for your husband. You understand those two things. Sex as a woman is a submissive role. A man is penetrating you. You are physically submissive, whether you're lying on your back, which is a sign of vulnerability. It's mercy. If you look up old, mercy dances between animals, where a male might come to another male and beg for mercy, please don't kill me. I will join your pack. I expose my entrails to you. They lie on their back with their legs in the air. And that is how dogs, for example, or wolves show submission to the alpha. And this is the same thing you do in sex. So you understand that you value your chastity. Well, as a red pill man, you are a bit more at an advantage because, of course, your chastity isn't valued. No one cares. Actually, the opposite. As a red pill man, you need to go out there and have some sex so you can please your wife. When you get your wife, right? Hopefully, as a red pill man, you understand that that there is a value to marriage. If you don't, please stick around. When you subscribe, you will see future videos as we discuss how men stand to benefit the most from a marriage. And what are your thoughts? What do you think? Do you think this is an accurate description of the current sexual social marketplace? Do you think that I'm on point? What are your thoughts about navigating this current social sexual marketplace, and how do we move forward? All right, so please write some comments. I'd love to hear your thoughts. I will definitely make videos in response. If you'd like, tell me what you'd like me to talk about next. I do have more coming up. We're going to discuss the male and female social sexual hierarchies. Those are going to be quite a series, and we're going to get into those next. All right. thank you everyone for your likes, your comments, your subscribes, and your views just for watching. Please do share these videos and comment, and we'll see you on another day.